All right, let's dive into something really fascinating today. You sent us these anonymous excerpts from a text called The Ghost's Redemption Game. And, wow, it looks like much more than just a standard crime story.
Oh, absolutely.
It seems to be digging into hidden truths, the past catching up, that sort of thing. So, what exactly is this game we're looking at here?
That's a great way to put it because game here isn't really about winning or losing in the usual sense. Our mission, basically, for this deep dive is to unpack this really complex psychological gauntlet.
Okay.
It's been set up by this figure, the ghost, and it's designed not just to, catch criminals, but to force a pretty profound, often painful self-reckoning for the detectives involved.
A reckoning.
Yeah, it shows how chasing knowledge, or maybe truth, often leads you down these really unexpected personal paths, challenges you didn't see coming.
So, let's set the scene then. We'll jump right into the New Haven 7th Precinct. And it sounds like a real pressure cooker. Unsolved cases piling up, tempers frayed.
Classic Precinct 5, yeah.
And this is where we meet Detective Elias Harrow. He's a veteran, 48, graying stubble, got a limp. Sounds like he carries his career physically almost.
Definitely seen some things.
He leads a small squad, Leela Chen, who sounds like the sharp-tongued cynic of the group.
Every squad needs one.
Marco Ruiz, the nervous rookie, and Sarah Vale, the tech whiz, the analyst who sees patterns in data.
A pretty standard but maybe strained team dynamic starting out.
And the catalyst, the thing that kicks it all off, it's a series of these impossible thefts. First a painting, then a diamond, a rare book, and finally a sapphire necklace just vanishes from a locked museum vault.
Right. Impossible.
What's the deal with these crimes being so impossible? Especially with this weird detail, this distinctive lavender scent linking them all.
Well, that's key, isn't it? The impossibility, it's not just showing off skill. It's about setting the stage, creating this almost supernatural aura for the ghost.
Oh.
By making the crimes look unsolvable by normal police work, the ghost immediately grabs control of the narrative. It tells the detectives, this isn't your usual case.
It signals something else is going on.
Exactly. It's not just a break-in. It's the opening move in something much bigger.
And that feeling gets stronger when the first letter arrives, right?
Right.
Lavender scented, addressed vaguely to all detectives.
Yes, the first direct contact.
And it's got this cryptic message. Watch the moon until it becomes sunshine and you'll see your fate. Signed just Ghost. The contact info, email, phone number.
Yeah.
Leads nowhere, of course.
Predictably. Dead ends. Designed to frustrate.
How do the detectives react to this first taunt?
Oh, their reactions are super telling. They immediately show you their personalities, their vulnerabilities. Leela, the cynic, she just dismisses it. Flair for drama, she says.
Right. Typical Leela, maybe?
Marco, the rookie, he goes pale, realizes the ghost knows his name. That hits him hard. Immediate psychological impact.
Wow. That's direct.
And Sarah, the tech analyst, she goes straight to work. Tries to trace things, hit signal interference, dead ends. But her tablet does flag something else.
What's that?
A backlog alert. 23 missing persons files in their system. Which pops up. It's subtle, but it's the first hint that this game has layers they haven't even considered yet.
23 missing persons. Okay, file that away. And then things get intensely personal for Harrow.
Right here, this is the moment.
The ghost's words, watch the moon. They echo something specific, something deeply unsettling he heard 15 years ago from a woman named Evelyn Morse.
His former informant.
Exactly. A forger he worked with. She vanished after this sting operation went bad. Horribly bad. 2 cops died.
A disaster.
And her last words to him were, watch the moon, Elias. It'll burn you. So what does this connection tell us about the ghost strategy right off the bat?
It tells us the ghost isn't just playing games. They're weaponizing the past. Specifically, Harrow's past. His guilt. His secrets.
It's targeted.
Extremely. The ghost is essentially saying, I know your deepest wound, Elias, and I'm going to poke it until you face it. It instantly shifts this from just a series of thefts into this personal interrogation of everything Harrow thought was buried.
Is Evelyn back? Or is someone using her memory?
That's the million-dollar question hanging in the air, isn't it?
And before they can even really process that bombshell, it escalates again. Dramatically.
Doesn't let up.
4 new letters. Deeply personal, chilling. Slipped into each detective's locked desk overnight. Which is impossible in itself.
Right. How do they even do that? More psychological pressure.
Each letter has specific instructions, tight deadlines, and they're tailored to each detective's past, their vulnerabilities. Harrow sent to the pier, Leela to the archives, Marco, the nervous one, to the clock tower, and Sarah, the tech expert, to the museum server. This isn't random at all, is it?
Oh, not even slightly. This is where the game truly, clicks into gear. It moves beyond just taunting the whole group.
It gets specific.
Exactly. Precise, targeted psychological pressure. The Ghost is creating a custom-made challenge for each of them, forcing them to confront something personal. It's a brilliant way to make sure they're all fully invested, fully engaged, while also starting to chip away at their strengths and expose those weaknesses.
So they have no choice, really. The deadlines are tight. The squad splits up. Harrow heads to the old pier. His limp may be more pronounced. What's waiting for him there?
In the fog by the water, classic atmospheric setting.
He finds this box, wrapped with a lavender ribbon inside. A pocket watch. But it's stopped. Stuck at 3.17.
3.17.
The exact time of the first theft. And there's a note. Elias, you knew me. 317 Crescent Lane. Ask about the missing.
Whoa.
Harrow's mind goes straight back to Evelyn Morse, his informant from 2009. And he realizes her file. It's one of those 23 missing persons cases Sarah's tablet flagged earlier.
Okay, the threads are starting to connect. The thefts, the missing persons, Evelyn, and Harrow's right in the middle.
Meanwhile, Lila's digging through the precinct's dusty archives. Case file 472, Evelyn Morse's disappearance. What does she find?
She finds links. Connections between Evelyn and 3 other missing people. A curator, a librarian, a collector, and guess what?
Let me guess. Connected to Harrow.
Bingo! All connected to Harrow's old cases from years ago. But then there's something else. A page, newly added to the file. It's a direct challenge to Lila.
What does it say?
Lila, your fate is trust. You doubted Elias then. Don't now. Crescent Lane, midnight. This isn't just about Evelyn anymore, is it? It's hitting Lila right where her skepticism about Harrow lies.
Wow, so the ghost knows their internal dynamics too.
Knows them or is manipulating them. By bringing up Lila's past doubts about Harrow, the ghost is forcing her to reevaluate that relationship, that trust. It's like saying, you need to fix your own team first if you want to solve my puzzle. It's smart. Past judgments can really block progress, can't they?
Absolutely. So while Lila's dealing with trust issues, Marco's dealing with fear. He's climbing that old clock tower.
Anxiously, I imagine.
Definitely anxious. Pinned right to the clock face, he finds another note. Marco, your fate is courage. The necklace is at Crescent Lane. Don't run. And next to it, a Polaroid of the stolen sapphire necklace.
Okay, so the ghost is dangling the prize, but also directly challenging his biggest weakness.
His fear. His instinct to maybe, well, run.
Exactly. It's a test of his courage. The ghost is basically saying, step up, rookie, prove you're not just the scared kid. It's pushing him to find his bravery, suggesting it's crucial not just for him, but for solving this whole thing. Classic psychological prod, really. Push someone to their limit.
See what they're made of. And Sarah, back at her terminal, doing what she does best. She cracks the museum server. What does she uncover?
She finds this hidden file, labeled simply Sunshine. Inside, it's video footage of the squad's own recent stakeout, filmed from an angle that seems completely impossible.
Chilling. They were being watched that closely.
Watched and recorded. And there's a voice message, too, distorted. It warns her, Sarah, your fate is truth. The tablet knows me. Crescent Lane, midnight tomorrow. Bring the watch.
The tablet knows me.
Right. So Sarah checks her tablet again, cross-references those missing persons files. And Evelyn Morse's case. It's flagged. Last seen with E. Harrow, 2009. Putting Harrow right there at her disappearance. So how does the ghost weave all this together? The thefts, the missing, the personal histories?
It seems like that mood to sunshine phrase wasn't just poetry, was it?
Not at all. It's becoming literal. It's about bringing hidden things into the light. The ghost is masterfully connecting the dots, the impossible thefts, the cold cases, each detective's personal baggage, especially Harrow's. It's forcing them on this journey, step by step, towards a revelation.
Towards the sunshine.
Exactly. Sarah finding that sunshine file with the surveillance video, that's the ghost saying, I see everything, the light's coming, and it's going to expose you. The truth is unavoidable now.
So everything points to Crescent Lane. Midnight. The squad converges on this address. 317 Crescent Lane. It's described as a rotting Victorian mansion, just reeking of lavender.
The scent again, everywhere.
Harrow's pocket watch, the one from the pier, is ticking. What do they find inside this place?
It sounds like something out of a horror film. Boarded windows, dust, shadows, a maze leading to one central room.
And in that room,
Just a projector, a single chair facing a cracked mirror. like some kind of twisted interrogation setup or confessional.
Very theatrical.
Extremely. And then the projector clicks on, a hooded figure appears on screen, voice distorted, and they just unleash these brutal personal accusations.
Right at each of them.
One by one. Elias, you abandoned me. Lila, you judged too soon. Marco, you're too weak. Sarah, you're blind to flesh and blood. Oof. What's the impact of making it so dramatic, so staged like this?
It's pure psychological theater, isn't it? Designed for maximum impact.
Totally. By hitting their specific failures, their vulnerabilities, Harrow's past actions, Leela's judgment, Marco's fear, Sarah's reliance on tech over people the ghost isn't just accusing them, it's systematically breaking down their defenses.
Forcing them to look at themselves in that cracked mirror, almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a public shaming, but intensely private, too. Designed to force that sunshine onto their own blind spots. It's way beyond just solving a crime. It's forcing self-confrontation.
And then comes the big reveal. The figure says, "The sunshine reveals all. Look down." And a floor panel slides open.
And there they are.
All the stolen items. The painting, the diamond, the book, the necklace. Right there. And another note. "The thieves are your past, Elias. The missing are my warning. Catch them, or I'll show the world your fate."
Wow, okay. The thieves are your past.
That hits Harrow hard. He realizes those 23 missing persons cases, including Evelyn's, they're all linked to his old investigations. And the curator, the librarian, the collector, the ones Leela found connections to.
Let me guess, they were involved in those old cases.
They were witnesses or informants in those exact cases. And now they're revealed as suspects in these new thefts. Harrow starts wondering, did he miss a massive cover-up back then? Did the ghost just expose it?
It's a devastating thought for a veteran detective.
Then Sarah pikes up. Confirmation from her tablet. Evelyn Morse. Officially last seen at that warehouse sting in 2009, where the two cops died. And yes, Harrow was there.
The connection is undeniable now.
Harrow has to admit it then, in this low, strained voice. Evelyn was his informant. He genuinely thought she died in the ambush that day.
He thought she was dead for 15 years.
Which brings us back to Leela's burning question, doesn't it? Is Evelyn Morse actually alive? Is she the ghost orchestrating all this? Or is someone else using her story, her name, to manipulate them?
And that question changes everything. This isn't just about stolen jewels anymore. It's about accountability. It's about Harrow's past actions, or maybe inactions.
Systemic failures, perhaps?
Could be. The fact that Evelyn was his informant, that all these missing people link back to his cases, it forces the whole squad, but especially Harrow, to confront some really uncomfortable truths about their work, their oversights. It's moved way beyond crime solving into this deep moral reckoning.
So back at the precinct, they dig deeper into Evelyn's past. What do they confirm?
They confirmed she was brilliant, a master forger, but also apparently a whistleblower, someone who trusted Harrow.
Trusted him, and then the sting went bad.
Right. Her cover was blown, the operation collapsed, people died. The police just assumed she was killed in the chaos or went deep underground, presumed dead.
But those 23 missing persons files, all connected to the art world, they vanished over a 15-year period. Under whose watch?
Under Harrow's watch. It starts to look less like coincidence and more like maybe a conspiracy, something big, buried for years.
Just as they're grappling with that, another letter arrives. This one's different.
How so?
It's for Harrow alone, slipped into his locked car. The message is intensely personal, almost intimate.
Uh-oh.
Elias, you knew me best. The moon hit me, but the sunshine's coming. I'm not dead, but you might wish I was.
Chilling.
The thieves you chase are the ones you spared. Meet me at the warehouse, midnight. Alone, or the world knows your fate. This is it, isn't it? The ultimate test for Harrow. Face his past, alone.
Absolutely. And it forces you, the reader or listener, to grapple with Evelyn's methods, right? Even if her cause seems just exposing corruption, her tactics are extreme.
Yeah, is she a vigilante hero or just dangerous?
It really blurs the lines. The story puts you in that uncomfortable space of questioning whether the ends justify these kinds of means, especially when confronting systemic failures. Does uncovering truth excuse manipulation and threats?
A tough question. So, Harrow decides to go. Against Leela's strong objections, probably the whole squad's.
He has to, doesn't he, for himself?
He makes that solitary journey back to the abandoned warehouse, the site of the 2009 disaster. His pocket watch, the one from the pier, still stuck at 3.1 dB, maybe feels heavy in his pocket.
The air must be thick with tension. And lavender.
Oh yeah, the lavender scent is overwhelming there. He steps inside, and a figure emerges from the shadows. No hood this time.
It's her.
It's a woman, sharp eyes, wearing a lavender scarf. It is Evelyn Morse. Alive.
After all this time. Wow, the confrontation.
And her explanation. It's powerful, filled with bitterness maybe, but clear. You left me, Elias. I trusted you and you let them bury me.
Blaming him directly.
Those thieves, your curator, your collector, they're the ring I warned you about 15 years ago. They're why I became a ghost. She says her whole elaborate game was just
To wake him up.
to wake you up. She reveals the missing people. They're victims. The victims of this ring, hidden because of Harrow's own blind spots, as she puts it.
So she's saying he inadvertently protected the real criminals by not seeing the bigger picture back then.
Seems like it. And then her final move. She turns on a projector, and it shows footage, clear as day. The curator, the librarian, the collector, meeting secretly, talking about stolen goods. Undeniable proof.
The smoking gun.
She tosses Harrow a flash drive. Proof, she says. Your fate's in your hands now. Finish what we started. And then, poof, she vanishes. Before he can say a word. Leaving him standing there with the flash drive, the weight of the past, and her command.
That unmasking is just incredibly potent. The ghost isn't supernatural at all. She's flesh and blood, fueled by betrayal and injustice.
A manifestation of the unresolved past.
Exactly. And she's forced this reluctant redemption onto Harrow, the very person tied to her death. It's this powerful idea that the past doesn't just stay buried. Sometimes it claws its way back to demand accountability in really unconventional ways.
So what happens next? Harrow has the proof.
He shares it, right? He has to.
He shares the flash drive with the squad. The evidence is solid. It leads to arrests quickly. The curator, the librarian, the collector, they're running a major black market ring. Responsible for the thefts, and yeah, it looks very likely they're behind most, if not all, of those 23 missing persons cases.
So the immediate crime is solved. The ring is busted.
The ring is busted. The cases related to the thefts are closed. But Evelyn,
Still out there.
still completely elusive. Her whereabouts, unknown. That email, the phone number she gave them earlier, still dead ends. She remains a ghost.
Huh. So she gives them the means to solve it, but doesn't stick around for the fallout.
Not at all. But she does send one final message. A text. To all their phones.
What does it say?
The sunshine's here, detectives. You saw your fates. I'll be watching. That's it. The end of her game, but not the end of her presence.
Always watching. A lingering threat or maybe a reminder.
So the reality they're left with is this. The immediate crimes are solved. The missing persons cases are reopened. This criminal conspiracy is dismantled. But Evelyn Morse's own file, still open, still unsolved. And Harrow knows. He knows she's out there. A ghost with a grudge watching him. Forever, maybe?
You know, the impact of her whole game, it goes so much deeper than just catching those 3 criminals, doesn't it?
How so?
It forced this major internal reckoning. Inside the police department, it exposed blind spots, maybe even systemic issues, that allowed this ring to operate for 15 years. It went way beyond just theft.
It was about the system itself failing.
Exactly, and it highlights this uncomfortable idea that sometimes real justice, or at least uncovering deep-seated truth, requires, well, an unconventional hand, someone outside the system pushing in. Sometimes you need the haunting first to finally see what's hidden in plain sight. It's a fascinating look at how that external pressure can force internal change.
Wow. What an incredible deep dive this turned out to be. From those first cryptic, lavender-scented letters and those impossible thefts.
Right, all the way through the twists and turns.
To the unmasking of the ghost, who wasn't ghost at all, and uncovering this conspiracy buried for 15 years. It really was that journey from the moon, the shadows, the secrets, into the harsh light of sunshine, revealing truths that were hidden for so long.
And when you reflect on the deeper meaning here, it's clear this story is about so much more than just one detective solving one case, or even a series of cases.
Yeah, it feels bigger.
It's about the weight, the crushing burden sometimes, of past mistakes. It's about the absolute necessity of accountability, personal and institutional. And it really hammers home the idea that knowledge, once you truly grasp it, once you see that sunshine, it demands action. You can't just unsee it.
It forces you to look at what maybe you chose to ignore before.
Precisely, both in yourself and in the systems around you.
Okay, so that leaves us, and leaves you, with a final, maybe provocative thought to chew on after all this.
Let's hear it.
What if the ghost in this story isn't just Evelyn Morse, the person? What if the ghost is bigger? Like the collective haunting memory of all justice that's been denied or delayed.
Ooh, that's interesting. The ghost as a symbol.
And thinking about Harrow, What would you do if your own past came back to haunt you like that? Not necessarily to harm you, but to force you, maybe kicking and screaming, to finally finish what you started years ago.